Hi everyone, Colleen here. I just want to share this little box with you today. I made it up after I did the beautiful card sets made by Jackie Paik. I think they're just stunning. And I wanted to have a beautiful box so I could give these away as a gift. And so I decided to make up a little box for them to go in. It holds 10 cards and envelopes. And it's a really simple little box to make. You just slide off the ribbon. And when you it's just a flip top box, and when you open it up, there inside are your 10 cards and envelopes, which I was really happy about. So they just slide back in. I've made it so that there's nothing inside to hinder the cards from sliding in and out. And I've added scored down a little bit here so that I could make it easy access to get in and out of the box. I've also used our cream ribbon, which I think is no longer available. But if you have some, you can, or you could use the white ribbon. And then that just slides down over the top. I'll fix it up after. And moves around so that your bow's on the side. And then I've used one of our gorgeous little paper clips because Jackie used those in one of the cards. Where is it? No, not that one. Oh. I can't find it now. That's typical, isn't it? Just when you want something, you can't find it. Well, in one of our cards she used it. She actually used an arrow, but I didn't have any arrows, so I just put the heart one up there. The other one is here. There it is. That's the one she did it on. And I just thought, wouldn't that be lovely to add the accent to the front of the box? So that's what I've decided to do today. So today we're going to be making the box. Now the paper that all of this comes from is called Postcard Perfect, and it's just divine. I love it. It's made, all those cards are made up out of it. It has 2 sheets of vellum in it, one with spots and one with leaves all over it. It's just a stunning piece, and inside of it there's a special piece that's called Mint. It's a piece of cardstock that comes with it, and that's the colour we're going to use today. This one here is in Bashful, and we're going to use Mint today, along with Peacock. Now this was the dark side of the Peacock, but today I'm going to use the light side. We're also using the Heart paper clips, and they're $10.50 for 6. But I just think they're just lovely. So that's what we're using today. And this is the spotty paper. And on the other back it has like all the cutout pieces, but you know what? Sometimes you've got to sacrifice them. So that's what we're using today. So our cardstock here measures 10.5 by 9 inches. For the top it measures 4 1/4 by 9 inches. Our pieces of paper measure, this one is 5 3/4 by 1 3/4. This one here is 5 3/4 by 1 1/4, and these two pieces here measure 1 3/4 by 1 1/4 inch. That is a lot to remember, but it's all on my blog, so just pop over there and have a look, and can make the card up, make the box up over there. We'll start with the base. I'll just grab the scoreboard. Now we're going to be scoring on, now I've got my notes. I had to write them up again because I couldn't find the last lot. Typical. So we're going to be scoring on the 9-inch side. We will score that at 1 1/2 on both sides. Yep, so that's definitely 9 inches. So 1 1/2. Turn it to the other side and score it at 1 1/2. Now I find with a box sometimes it's better to turn it so that you know that those two ends are going to be exactly the same size. Now we're going to turn it this way, and we're going to score it at 4 1/2. Turn it again and score it at 4 1/2. And then here we're going to just gently come across and to that score line, and then we're going to score down. So you're scoring in between. You're scoring in between the two score lines there. That's the little bit we're going to fold down. That'll make it easier to get the cards in and out of the box. But we're not cutting anything away, just trimming it. So that's for that. Now for the lid. we're going to score it on the edge. We're going to score it on the 4 1/4 inch side at 3/4 inch and 2 1/4. Then we're going to turn it and score it at 1 1/2 and turn it again and 1 1/2. That's all we need to do for those pieces. So I'll put the scoreboard away. Now for the base, we will just set 2 and cut that up. So I'm going to burnish and fold all my score lines, all bar that little the half-inch section. We'll leave that one till after. Hope my mat hasn't moved. That's my noodle, it does. Right, so we're going to do that and have all that done. Now we're just going to cut in on those ones there, and then we're just going to wedge out. Now I have made up a little template I'll show you in a minute so you can see what we're doing. And that'll all be up on my blog as well. Now for this bit here, we're just going to cut down and cut down. And then we're going to take a little wedge out of that section there. And then that piece is just going to fold back on the inside. That'll give that part of the lip a really strong finish. So, where have I put them? Where have I put them? Oh, here they are. Do Freddy. So that is the box. Hopefully you can see it. So there's your half-inch score line, and then you're just going to cut down there and just notch it in, and that'll fold back. And these are your 2 pieces, your side tabs that will go in. So I'll leave that there for a second so you can look at it. And then this is the lid. So when we cut the lid, we're going to take away all these shaded in areas. So we're going to cut it in on an angle. So here and here, where we've got the 3/4 inch, we're going to cut those in there, and then we're going to notch and wedge the side pieces there. So that's it, that's how it'll look. Okay, so we'll get on with that now. But these will be up on my blog as well, so you can follow those. So we're going to burnish and fold all the score lines. And we'll cut away. So we're going to cut point and then cut in. And then cut to a point and then cut in. Cut that straight because that becomes the top section of the box there, and then wedge in there. So cut straight and then notch in there, and that's it. That's all our pieces cut. So that's how that'll look, and we're going to adhere our paper to these sections now. So this is the front. So this bit will just fit onto here. And I thought by using the papers and having it tone on tone really, so that it just makes for a really pretty little box. And then our 2 end pieces. There we are. So that's all done. So we're going to just add adhesive. Oh, actually before we do that, we'll attach it to the inside of the box, but first of all I'll put the box together. So we're just going to run adhesive along here, fold that down and give that a bit of a rub. And then the bits that are going to go in, now this is the front of the box and these are that's the little flaps. So we're going to add adhesive to here and these 2 pieces here. this bit's going to be the inside of the box, and I'm going to fold that up and actually pop the tab on that section, and then that bit will come out around it like that. That way on the inside there will be no, it'll be a flat edge, there won't be any tabs to get in the way. So we'll just add our adhesive. Oh. Oh, it's been tricky at the moment. Geez, I'm not doing very well. I think I failed today. Anyway, so like I said, we're going to bring that up and around and onto the back. Actually, before we do that, we'll attach this bit. It'll make it much easier. Yep. So put adhesive onto the back of this section here, and make sure that you get it right on that folded edge, like so. Fold that in half, and then line up the score lines onto the edge. So that it'll sit like that, nice and flush. So it's going to sit like that and go around. And now we will fix this bit. Now we will bring up our side pieces, place it into the bottom and fold it up, and then bring our side bit around here, line that up and fold that on. Take a bone folder and rub inside. Now we'll do the same to this section. So fold the back in and line that up with the bottom and fold the tab up, and bring the front over, line that up, so that you get that the box. And this here, by not cutting that top section away, you end up with a stronger, sturdier side to the box here. Now to do the side bits, we're just going to add adhesive to these little tabs. Should have done that before, Colsey. Right, now we'll place that down so that that sits onto the box. Fold the side panel down and fold that one over. So place it on, fold the side panel down, and then fold that one over. And that's how you get that nice clean finish on it. So as you can see, it's a very easy box. Now just take a length of ribbon. This was the last of mine. I'm very sad about that. I gave my last roll to my sister-in-law because she really liked it. So we're just going to try and keep that flat. Come here, ribbon. Jeez, tricky ribbon. Make a bow. Come around the back and pull. Then you can faff with it all you want. Gee, Whitakers. So there we are. So there's our ribbon on. And I'll just trim those ends off. Then we'll just take our little paper clip. Sorry if I'm out of focus all the time. We're just going to insert that on, and those will sit on the front of our box like so. And then when you pull these off, we'll add our cards inside. I'll just have to get the envelopes for these ones. I'll do that after. They'll just fit straight inside, they won't catch on anything. Close the lid back down. Put your little beautiful little ribbon back around it. Slide it in position. And there you have it. A little box that holds there's 20 cards there from the Jackie Paint collection from Close to My Heart. I hope you really enjoy this little project. Till next time, keep on creating and bye for now.